Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me, Tatjana. Wasim, thank you so much for having the ability to show Aeroverse. As you can see, it's pretty a niche project. Myself, I'm 23 years in aviation. I'm a captain. I'm flying jets all my life, and I've been 10 years in blockchain almost. So I've done some DeFi projects, NFTs. So I'm, connecting the dots in a lot of things, and what I've seen is a huge gap between Web 2 companies and Web 3. So basically Aeroverse is the future of private flying, and we are basically a Web 2.5 company, because we are kind of bridging the gap between private aviation initially and then connecting it to blockchain technology. So as you can see, we are a company initially to generate a payment gateway, because there's a few challenges. But I would like to ask Wasim, did you ever flew private?
Yeah, I did.
You did? And
Yes.
did you pay in crypto?
No, I didn't pay anything.
Why didn't you pay in crypto?
My friend was the owner of the private jet.
Okay, that makes sense. So anyone else in the panel flew private? Never? So basically, flying private is kind of like for the high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals. So I understand that not many people have been flying, but one of the things that we will do in the future as well is fractionalizing private jets, where we built an ecosystem to have people, have a fraction ownership of one of our private jets, and then we give them some sort of utility where they can also benefit from flying it if we have an empty leg or empty seats. The other thing that, the challenge that we see is, at the moment, we see a shift in the industry from custodian to non-custodian. I don't know if anyone lost any money on FTX. I know maybe someone in the audience, I actually lost a bit of money, which is very unfortunate. So Aeroverse is actually ahead of the curve. We are actually a platform where you can connect your non-custodian wallet, and then you can book private jets, and you get access through our Web3 API to all the operators worldwide. And then we, on the back end, we do the off-ramping ourselves, because the private jet owners, they don't accept crypto. So basically, we see a huge potential in leveraging the wealth directly in the private jet industry. And obviously, the aviation industry, it's a very old-fashioned industry where they use a lot of paperwork and manual processes. So we believe that we can disrupt the industry in the future by collecting our own data and then, creating an ecosystem and infrastructure for the aviation industry. So the initial product that we'll be launching looks a little bit like this. This is the UI, and basically the product is connect your wallet with our Web3 API, book your private jet with our instant crypto payment solution. So we have bespoke bookings with over 7,500 charter operators worldwide, seamless transactions and exclusive deals thanks to reduced lead times. Because the problem is that when you want to pay in crypto, you have to know someone that knows someone, or use an exchange, which, as I mentioned before, can be a problem. Besides that, we have a dedicated concierge service, because our customers, they will also use other services that we actually have in our network. And what we're trying to do is basically if you fly with Emirates or Qatar, you get miles. And what we do, we go the extra mile. We're going to create an alliance for all the private jet operators worldwide. So if you book through our application, we're going to give you 5% cash back. And if you are a member, we can give you up to 7% cash back. The market validation very quickly for the investors here in the room. As you can see, it's a pretty big industry with a 4.2 compound annual growth rate, and we believe that we can increase that in 2030 to 46 billion. As we believe that we've done our research, and the crypto share could possibly push another 10% to 2030. And obviously, as we are first to market, we're going to have 2% of that market share. Business strategy is active and cashback appealing and desired with jet memberships. So like I mentioned before, here you can see a little bit of a preview of what we do. And these are obviously through NFT memberships, but don't think of an NFT project, because that's what we're not. We're just using the technology to create that data and our infrastructure to make these things possible. So basically, there's a few strategic components. Right now, we are raising for the payment solution. We have partnered with one of the biggest second-hand jet dealer in the world, so we'll be exclusively off-ramping their crypto buyers. And we do aircraft management. So what we do there is that we get an airplane, tokenize it, have it in our management, and then sell it to the world. And that basically becomes then the fractional ownership. So these are like the 4 core competences that we are doing right now. So to look at the competition very quickly, for the people that kind of know the industry, there's VistaJet, NetJets, RoyalJet, and VolJet. As you can see, Aeroverse is in the top right. To make it more affordable and less expensive than like a RoyalJet is because we can actually stake your deposits. So when it comes down in the private jet industry, people need to deposit a minimum amount of money to make sure that they can fly instantly. So when you use P2P transactions instantly is not a problem, but we can actually make extra benefits by staking your money with our liquidity partners. So that's why we are in the top right corner, because we can actually do a lot more than the traditional suppliers. So quick few competitive advantages. We're first to market. The team are licensed professionals with over 2 decades of experience in the aviation industry. So besides that, obviously we have people that are 10 years in experience in blockchain environment. And our technical team are also backed by Aptos. So we have connections directly with Aptos. Innovation, obviously, we introduced blockchain technology as a disruptive force. We're creating a stable ecosystem and basically a seamless experience. I don't want to go too deep in these numbers. If anyone wants to talk to me directly about the things that we can offer for investors, we can talk about it. But initially, we take 15% minus the 5% and up to minus 7% to give the cash back. So it's not 15% in total, and we give that back in our token. This is the tokenomics. Just very quickly, it's 1 billion in total. Pre-seed seeds we are doing right now, and we decided to only give 16% initially into circulation. And then what we do is with the revenue, we buy back the token. So it's a token circular economy. So the revenue is being used to buy back the token of the market. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay. Vasim, ask some questions
There's no
maybe.
question, actually. I'm trying to find any question that I can ask.
Please.
But you have nailed it all.
Thank you.
The project is amazing. This is first time I have seen something like this.
It's the first time it's the first time that actually professionals are doing an aviation project in blockchain.
So
Since the ICOs, it was just people with visions with no experience. But we have the experience to execute this.
but the project is already in business, right?
Yes, we have actually a lot of traction, revenue-wise. Faster than investment-wise. So
Approximately, like.
yeah.
What revenue you have reached?
Well, we are raising right now on a valuation of 5 million, but with the contract we have with our partner, our valuation is really 10 million. Plus, I have probably 4 airplanes very soon, which then brings it up to 27 million valuation. So I need to kind of change my valuation soon. So I'm still open to talk about it right now, but probably in a few weeks the valuation is going to change.
Great project. Thumbs up.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, Tanya, have you some comments on this project?
My comments. Just want to quickly ask you a question. What do you think? What is your biggest competitive advantage of your product?
Our competitive advantage is the team. We can execute immediately. We're already actually executing on the background. And the other competitive advantage is that the competitors, the big 4, are actually want to see us succeed. Because it's unknown territory, really, unknown airspace, which can be turbulent, to be honest, because as Novara comes out with all the licensing this year, so there might be some changes. So like these type of big players, they don't want to do it themselves yet, but obviously as soon as they see what we are doing, they'll try to probably acquire us or anything else. But
Team is obviously a good answer, but want to ask you, if your competitor will decide to hunt your team, what will you do if your biggest competitive advantage is a team?
What will I do? And
If your competitor will hunt all your team, you lose
No, they
your
won't
team.
do it.
What do you want to do?
They
What is
don't-
your strategy?
the strategy is that they are with me for 2.5 years, and they will not leave me.
Okay, thank you so much.
They have a high stake in the project, so they have to make a firm decision. But I'm sure they will not change their mind. It's all about team play in this business.
I think one tip for you is you can apply the same on yachts also as well.
Yeah, there is a lot of yacht projects, but since I'm a captain myself, I know aviation from inside out. So I believe as an entrepreneur, you only need to touch industries that you understand. Just like an investor needs to understand the business that he's investing. So yachts is not my experience. But yeah, I mean, we have been requests of doing partnerships with, because they have the same customers. So
Yeah.
it's a connecting ecosystem, that's for sure. Yes.
All the best.
Thank you.